She woke to chains, cold metal biting her wrists. The lab was alive with alien machines, humming with an intelligence she could not name. Red lights pulsed like a heartbeat. Next, a shadow moved, tall, elegant, eyes glowing. "Human," the voice hissed. She shivered, not from fear, but from the curiosity that burned in those alien eyes. The princess approached, her hands brushing the consoles, altering something with a single gesture. Something inside the cage shifted. A screen flickered. DNA sequences danced across it, interweaving human and alien codes. She had read legends but never believed. Breeding experiments. Forbidden. Dangerous. The princess leaned closer, and the cold voice whispered, "We will see what strength hides in you." The air trembled. Chains loosened. She lunged, instinct pure. The princess reacted with impossible speed, catching her mid-step. Yet instead of harm, there was fascination in her touch. She studies every heartbeat, every breath, every human instinct. A siren blared. The lab doors slammed shut. Guards ran past, weapons drawn. Something was escaping outside, something far worse than them. The princess turned, eyes flashing. "Do you see now?" She gestured. The human world was nothing. Yet here, strength alone could defy laws. The human moved instinctively, dodging lasers that burned through steel. She fought not with weapons, but with cunning. Every strike, every leap revealed more than skill. It revealed resilience, something the aliens had never seen. The princess smiled. "Interesting," she murmured, almost a confession. Her experiments were not just data, they were alive. The human adapted, changed, bending rules no creature should. Every failed calculation, every guard struck down, proved it. A massive chamber opened. Something monstrous stirred inside. The human froze, calculating, then ran. Behind, the princess followed, not to stop her, but to observe. Her laughter echoed, cold and melodic. "This changes everything," she said. In the chaos, the human's mind raced. Escape was not enough. She would learn, evolve, survive. Alien codes could not contain ingenuity. Alien strength could not suppress will. Every step, every breath, became a declaration. Humanity begins here, among the stars. The princess stopped at the chamber entrance, watching. The human survived what no alien thought possible. Her experiments revealed something terrifying. Humans did not just endure. Humans overcame. The first act ended. But the war, the discovery, the bond, it begins. Humanity's rise would not be quiet. And somewhere in the cosmos, an alien princess realized she had underestimated the greatest force she had ever seen. The corridors twisted like a labyrinth. Red emergency lights flashed over shattered consoles. She ran, boots clanging on metal floors, heart hammering. Behind her, the princess's laughter echoed, soft, dangerous, and unrelenting. A hatch opened above. Something dropped, glowing pods that hissed on impact. Acid-like mist filled the air. She coughed, vision blurred, but didn't stop. Every instinct screamed to survive. Humans adapt. Humans endure. That was her secret weapon. A guard rounded the corner, energy blade raised. She dove, rolling under its swing, grabbing the weapon's shaft and twisting. Sparks flew. The alien shrieked more in surprise than pain. She ran past, barely hearing the princess's voice behind her. "Impressive. But can you endure this?" Alarms surged. Walls shifted. Platforms rose where none existed before. She leapt, catching ledges that seemed impossible. Gravity bent differently here, but she learned fast. She learned everything. Humans adjust, evolve, dominate. Each new threat became a puzzle, and she was always 10 steps ahead. Through a shattered viewport, she glimpsed the planet below. A burning city. Chaos spreading like wildfire. The princess's experiments weren't just in this lab. They spanned continents. Entire civilizations tested, observed, controlled. The human swallowed fear. She would not just survive. She would overturn it all. A voice crackled through the intercom. Alien and mechanical, distant yet commanding. "Contain her." "Terminate immediately," she smirked. They had underestimated humanity's ability to improvise. Improvisation, cunning, and resilience, 3 things no alien code could predict. Then the floor quaked violently. A massive creature clawed its way up from below. Scales glinting, eyes burning, it roared. The lab shook. Sparks flew. Debris rained. She froze for half a heartbeat, then acted, climbing, leaping, swinging. She navigated the chaos with precision. The princess appeared atop a platform, arms crossed. "Do you see now?" Her eyes glowed brighter. "I have created monsters, yes. But you are different." The human met her gaze. Unflinching strength didn't frighten her. Control didn't intimidate her. Humanity's fire burned brighter than any alien empire. The massive creature broke through the wall. Humans are survivors. She reminded herself, not fighters by instinct alone, but by choice, by will, by defiance. With a running leap, she vaulted onto its back, driving a console spike deep into its neural array. The beast shrieked, thrashing, but she held firm. Below the princess' expression shifted fascination, intrigue, respect, even fear. Something was awakening in her calculations. Variable she could not control. The human was not just surviving. She was dominating. She was changing the rules. The corridor stretched ahead, dark and uncertain. The next obstacle waited. The human grinned. Adrenaline sharpening every sense. Humanity chapter in this galaxy was just beginning, and the princess, watching from above, realized she had unleashed something unstoppable. The lab was crumbling. Sparks rained from torn circuits. Smoke twisted through the corridors like serpents. She moved faster than thought, boots pounding, reflexes razor-sharp. Every second counted. Every misstep meant death. The princess' voice cut through the chaos, calm and chilling. "You are learning too fast." Something in her tone revealed fascination and fear. She had not expected a human to turn survival into art. A wall slid open, revealing a chamber filled with cages. Aliens of every kind screamed, trapped. Some looked broken. Others looked terrified. She froze for half a second. Then the human instinct kicked in. Doors unlocked, chains shattered. Freedom was choice, and she gave it without hesitation. The released aliens hesitated, confused, but the human's presence commanded respect. "Follow me," she hissed, and they did. Her determination was contagious, her will unbreakable. Humanity bends no knee, it leads. Then a new threat emerged. Hovering drones armed with plasma spears descended from the ceiling. They moved in perfect synchronization, calculated to kill. She ducked, rolled, and grabbed a control panel mid-leap. With sparks flying, she short-circuited their formation. One by one they fell, exploding in showers of light. The princess appeared on a balcony above, eyes like molten fire. "Enough games," she said. "It ends here." With a gesture, the floor beneath the human cracked open. Gravity reversed. She plummeted, but instinct saved her. Her hands found a railing. Her feet kicked off walls. Humans are adaptable. Humans survive. Humans dominate. Below, the ground shook. A massive energy core began to pulse. It threatened to annihilate everything. She realized the princess' plan was not just experiments. It was weaponization. The human clenched her fists. Not today. Not her people. Not her planet. She vaulted from the railing, landing in front of the princess. "You tested me," she said, voice steady, adrenaline pumping. "Now you see the truth? Humanity does not break. Humanity does not yield." The princess smiled, intrigued but cautious. Every calculation, every plan, now had a dangerous variable: human will. The core reached critical. Explosions ripped through the lab. Debris flew. Sparks ignited. Alarms screamed. The princess hesitated, unsure. The human seized the moment. With a daring leap, she ripped open the core containment, redirecting energy into the ventilation system. The explosion hurled her across the room, but she landed upright. The princess's expression changed. Shock, respect, perhaps even fear. Humanity had not just survived the impossible, it had rewritten it. Every alien system, every experiment, every calculation now contained an unquantifiable factor: a human. The smoke cleared. Silence fell. The human stood, bruised but unbroken. The princess studied her closely. Something fundamental had shifted. The experiment had ended. The real war, the rise, was about to begin. The lab lay in ruins. Smoke twisted through broken beams. Sparks danced across scorched floors. She stepped forward, boots heavy, eyes sharp. Every movement calculated, every breath controlled. Humanity rises. Humanity endures. The princess appeared across the rubble, her figure regal but cautious. "You have survived everything," she said, voice low. "You have done what no human should. Yet I see now, you are something more." A sudden tremor shook the floor. Machines activated, unseen traps snapping to life. Energy tendrils shot from walls, crackling, hungry. She ducked, rolled, and grabbed a severed pipe, swinging it to deflect the strike. Every obstacle bent to her will, every danger met with instinct. Aliens that had been freed earlier rallied around her. Some were wary, some fearful, but all followed. She did not command them. They recognized strength and followed of their own accord. Humanity does not demand loyalty. Humanity earns it. The princess moved closer, eyes glowing, studying every reaction. "You are extraordinary," she admitted. "But power alone does not define a species. What defines you is the will to change everything." Above, the energy core began to destabilize. The entire facility threatened to collapse. She scanned rapidly, assessing, calculating, improvising. Escape was simple. Survival was insufficient. She aimed for dominance. With a leap, she propelled herself toward the core. Sparks erupted, metal twisted. She redirected the energy into the ventilation system, sending it spiraling into the sky. Alarms shrieked. Walls cracked. The ground trembled. Yet she stood victorious, unbroken. The princess watched in silence. Her experiments, her calculations, her centuries of observation, all revealed one truth she had ignored. Humans adapt. Humans endure. Humans overcome. The variable she could not control, the force she had underestimated, had prevailed. The human turned, facing the princess fully. "You will learn," she said. "We are not creatures to be tested or contained. We are the storm that reshapes worlds. Every challenge will meet resistance. Every threat will face defiance. Humanity begins here, and it begins with us." The princess lowered her gaze, acknowledgement in her eyes. Respect had replaced arrogance. Fear had replaced certainty. The game had ended, but the war, the rise, was only beginning. Outside, the sky burned with light. The stars themselves seemed to bow to a new force. Humanity had claimed its place, not with submission, but with power, will, and ingenuity. The human stepped forward, bruised, scarred, alive. The galaxy would never see humans the same way again. And somewhere far above, the princess whispered, perhaps the experiment did not create monsters. Perhaps it revealed the ultimate force. The story does not end here. It begins. Humanity rises.